Hi, I'm Anita Potter from Needles and Hooks, and welcome to episode 1 of Anita's vlog. If you could be so kind to like, share, subscribe, and join the Discord, the link to that is in the description below. So I decided not to do the finished objects and yarn buys anymore. It was just like, it was too few and far between and not a good use of my time. So I'm going to do like a weekly-ish vlog style and show all my projects that I've got in various stages, like my progress with them, any purchases I've made, and finished objects. So let's get started with what I have as far as my works in progress, my whips. And this right here is a corner to corner blanket that I've just been using scrap yarn, little tiny scrap balls, to work on it with. And I can't go any further because I'm out of scrap yarn. So I have to wait to work on this some more. It's not very big. Not sure how big I'm going to make it. It'll get there eventually. So that's one. If I can get the yarn off my lap. And my... let's not lose our needles. 10 stitch sock blanket. Haven't really done a lot on it. It's getting there. This is going to be like a summer blanket. I'm going to put a backing on it. I think I'm just going to get like a flat sheet and then sew it to this, so it has some kind of like coverage. Because sometimes it's like, if it's really super hot, it's fine if air goes through it. But when I go to bed, I'm a little hot when I go to bed. Once I relax, my temperature goes down, if that makes sense, and I get a little cold. So I need a backing on this to complete this one as soon as it gets big enough to complete. It's going to take a while. I'm going to need more sock yarn. I don't have a lot of that left. And then I have my second 10 stitch blanket that I'm still doing it on. It's like about the same size as that one, but this takes a lot less time. And I'm only going to use what's left of this project. I'm frogging it to work this project. And I got one more of those mandala cakes left. So I'm just going to work it until I run out of that yarn. And this will just be like a probably throw size. I don't think it'll make a complete blanket size, but that's what the progress on this one is. I'm starting on this side over here. And I showed this in episode 17 of UFO to FO. This is Juan the Yard Addict's fall aspirations throw. So this thing, I'm not gonna lie, has kicked my butt like repeatedly. So this is an actual finished, completed one side of this right here, if I can get it into the camera frame, out of the bigger project, which started with this square. Now this one down here, I'm going to have to frog this back and start this side over again. And in order to keep my anchors correct, I placed stitch markers all the way across. I think I dropped my hook. Yep. Oh no, that's a needle. It slid off the desk. Oh well. But I put them all the way across. That way I don't skip a stitch or lose a stitch. Because when I first started the original corner over here on the other side, if I can get to it, I had like this much on one side, and then the other side there was like this much left. So I screwed up somewhere when I was picking up stitches. But that's the progress on that so far. I'm going to try and get the other 3 sides completed this week, because he's not doing week 4 this week. He's extended week 3 an extra week, because this has been taking some time to get correct and done and stuff. So that's the progress on this. This lives over here for right now. So many tails. Once I get those 4 corners done, I will sew in my ends. This over here, I don't lose things here. Ugh. No, don't fall. Is a get over here. A strip of Bernay blanket. I have a blanket that's sitting over there. It's a little too big to be bringing it over here in my little cubicle area to show it off, but I finished that blanket. It's a mitered square knit blanket done in garter stitch. So it's been done for a couple of years, and it took a couple of years to do because I just used scrap yarn to work on it. So I need a backing for it, and I just thought, oh, I'll just get some Bernay blanket and then do stuff. I started out working it like really wide across, and then it's like I didn't want to like sit there and do two of these the same and then try to figure out how wide I need to make the middle one. So what I did was I went over to my blanket and made it the width of the blocks, and eventually I will get the length. It's I think it's 5.5, or is it 5 or 5.5 wide, and I need it to get to 100 inches tall. So that's going to take a minute. I really wanted that blanket this year for winter, but that's not going to happen. And that takes care of that part of working on the, if I can grab them here. Oops, hit my mic. Why does this have to be so hard? Working on the blocks for my crochet temperature blanket. This is what I have so far for March. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the gray squares, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the black squares done. I need to have, I think, 22 of the grays and 11 of the blacks. So I haven't worked on it since last weekend because I needed a break, because it's like, ugh. It's like doing the same thing over and over again. It's fine if you're trying to get stuff done, but when you're going around in a circle, this kind of like, it's like, oh my God, I'm back at these blocks again, because it's going to take a while. This is for March. I still have 9 more months of this stuff to finish, but I don't think I'm going to get it done in time before the crochet along starts. So that's that project. Get it out of the way. Try not to hit my microphone again. And the last project I have over here, if I can grab it without losing it, is, grab some length of yarn out. This is my double knit blanket. This is the last panel I need to do in order to finish it. So it's double knit. So what's on this side is the reverse on the back. So yeah, you can't really see this one. These doing double knits better with really good contrast so you can see the pattern. This I wasn't thinking, so maybe I can like try to show it, and then the opposites on the other side. So that's that one. I have a couple of tutorials that I'm working on. They're in progress. I'm not going to show them, which is why I'm not showing them off. I have my daughter's blanket. That was in episode 16. I haven't made any more progress on that than what I did in that video. My son's blanket is in my room so I can work on it before bed. And that was in episode 16 of UFO to FO. So I haven't made any progress on it because I just finished that episode maybe 2 hours ago. So, what else was there? Yes, I finished my granny square blanket. And I'll have to show a picture because it's like in my room. It's heavy. It's big. So it's no space over here. That one took 5 complete skeins of Red Heart Super Saver Ombre Jumbo in the colorway Spearmint, and I used part of a 6th skein to do the blocks with. I bought a Caron 1 pound in Deep Violet. That one skein of that 1 pound only gave me the border around each block. It was 80 blocks. So I had to buy a second Caron 1 pound that I believe I used half of that one. And I did 2 rounds of spearmint around the whole blanket, 2 rounds of double crochet. I think it was double crochet. I'd have to consult the photo, but it was 2 rounds of that. And then this wave border at the end in the deep violet, which was basically, well, I did a round of like, I think half double crochet or something. I haven't looked at it in a minute. And then I did a round of that wavy shells. But the way the wave shells worked, it worked basically like 2 rows at once. So it's like technically 3 rounds of the deep violet on that. But that's done. It's ready for anybody that needs to use it. So that is all of my projects and my finished projects. Now I'm going to show you the yarn that I picked up. One I've got right here. This is, I'm using it right now, is I Love This Cotton. Bought it at Hobby Lobby, and this is the colorway Buttercup. It's a 3.5 ounce skein. I'm using these to make market bags. So, little story. I went out with my daughter Saturday after I got off work, and she's like, I haven't been to Hobby Lobby in a while. And I was like, yeah, well, I went the last time. It was kind of like crappy. Tiny store or whatnot. So I had we drove over there and they had moved. So it's like, oh my God, I had forgotten. I had completely forgot that they were like moving and stuff. So we got the address, drove over, and the store is massive. Holy cow, it's huge. And they were having a grand opening sale. I was like, yes. So all the yarn was 30% off. These are regularly $3.99 per skein. And I got it. I bought six of these, not this color, but 6 different colors. And I had to buy the shopping bag because, well, I didn't bring a bag because I didn't think I was going to need it. But I ended up, did I get 2 bags or was this 1 bag? Oh, it's 1 bag. It's just double. See, I'm not used to this. I bought, oh, there's the receipt. Yeah, they were $3.99 and 30% off, so they ended up being $2.79 a piece. I spent less than $19, including this bag. How much was the bag? The bag was what? 49 cents. So I spent less than $19 on 6 skeins of yarn and a bag. So we already saw Buttercup. Put my receipt down. I'm going to show you the other ones I got. This is Sage. One of these days I'll learn how to aim things at the camera properly. I have Sage. I have, what is this? Olive. Whoops, dropped it on the floor. Parchment. Dropped my bag on the floor. Let me get it. Yeah. I don't have enough space in here. What color is this? I hope I'm not butchering it. Bruschetta. It's like a orangey corally color. It's not completely orange, but yeah. And the last one I bought is Dark Denim. So I went in there originally trying to find like cones of cotton yarn. They don't have any. So I was just like running around trying to figure out which cotton yarn do I want. So I settled on this. This is like really soft and stuff. And I'm like working a project right now for market purposes because I want to start doing crafters markets and things. and I need inventory. So I'm designing a market bag right now. I don't know how much of this is going to end up being used. If I can get the whole bag done with one of these, that would be great, but I highly doubt it. But we'll see. But I've got like 6 colors to choose from. So I can make Franken bags. And that concludes this first episode. I'm not very long-winded. It's like I tend to like speed through stuff. But yeah, that's basically what I've done this week. And hopefully I'll have more updates next week. Let me know if you've purchased any yarn or supplies and what projects you're working on. Let me know in the comments section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.